Rückkehr des klaren Champions nach Ostrava, der härtesten Stadt des Landes. David Pink Panther Cosmo mit 5 Titelverteidigungen. Und in der 6. steht er vor der vielleicht kniffligsten Herausforderung überhaupt. Den Mann, der Borarosch, Bristchek und Andrei Kalaschnik zu Boden gebracht hat, Brito. Im Kampf um den vakanten Titel im Federgewicht werden 2 Supertalente gegeneinander antreten. Um den Meisterschaftsgürtel wird die georgische Sensation und der zweitplatzierte Kämpfer Mate Sanikice mit dem drittplatzierten und zielstrebigen lokalen Kämpfer Jakub Tichota kämpfen. Auch die lang erwartete Rückkehr von Gabor Beast Boraros wird nicht fehlen. Und die vollgepackte Karte ergänzen heimische Kämpfer wie der Sieger des Kampfes um Ostrava, Baba Yaga Mikulasek, Jan Shiroki oder Matej Kusnik. Oktagon 37, am 3.12. in Ostrava. Tickets erhältlich bei ticketportal.cz.
He's down! He's down! That is your middleweight king! His name is Patrick Kinsell!
Serem na Patricka Kinsella! Máš na to do konce roku?
Nezajímáš! Ve finále nejvíc trapnil sám sebe.
Ein spektakulärer Rückkampf, auf den die gesamte Tschechische Republik und die Slowakei seit 4 Jahren gewartet hat, ist endlich da. Rivalen.
Celý ty 4 roky se Carlito do mě různě obouvá.
Champions.
Ještě tady lítá nějaká malá, tlustá 77 s mým pásem.
Mně přijde, že Karel tomu českému MMA jako škodí.
Der Meistergürtel im Halbschwergewicht reicht dem Terminator nicht. Er will auch den im Mittelgewicht.
Pás, co má půjčenej to malý hovado, tak bych si ho vzal zpátky domů.
Patrick Inspektor Kinzel und gegen ihn Carlos Terminator Vemola.
84 je jediný pravý šampion. Je zde.
Am 30.12. in der O2 Arena Prag. Karten im Vorverkauf bei Ticketportal CZ und bei Ticketmaster CZ.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Oktagon 36 post-fight press conference. So, 2 times in Frankfurt, 2 times sold out. I think when we first came to Germany, we had no clue the speed at which this would progress and the hype that it would generate. In terms of international media for this show, we've never seen anything like it for Oktagon. Most of the major MMA websites have brand stories of some kind. In England this week, John was featured in one of the national newspapers, which again, hardly any promotion gets to do that. So what an honour for Oktagon to be able to be featured in a national newspaper on a large scale like that, alongside John's story. So we've got 4 of the fighters here on the card tonight: John Hathaway, Leandro Silva, Bojan Veljkovic and Alexandra Popek. So anybody got any questions I'd like to ask?
Hi guys. I have a few questions for John. Congratulations again. Did you already have a time to think about what you did today?
Yeah, again, I was overly happy. Obviously, we got the win, which was the most important kind of thing after such a long layoff. But again, it would have been nice to kind of get the finish. There's definitely some mistakes I made kind of during the match where I'd be able to capitalize on next time, which again, just it's the beautiful thing about this sport is there's always room to improve, and there's always things you're going to want to improve on.
Scott said it, there were big interest from media. Did you feel maybe the pressure from outside media?
I mean, not so much. Always the pressure will be on myself just to be able to perform really and perform to the ability which I believe I can and what my coaches believe that I can perform in. So, I mean, it was nice doing the media stuff. It was kind of getting back into the swing of things where I enjoy being able to kind of help and tell my story, but not so much the pressure from the media. Just always the pressure is on myself and from my coaches, and just getting out there and getting that win and getting that good performance,
After the fight, you told me that you want to see those welterweight fights on the card and maybe find an opponent. So did you?
I'm not gonna lie, I went and had a beer and stuff like that, so I'll kind of catch the welterweight fights probably tomorrow or something when I get back. But it was definitely something of interest. Obviously, it was a great card full of great talent and a bunch of welterweights on it. So it'd be great to kind of, I guess, get matched up from here. But again, we'll kind of go back to the drawing board when I get back next week and get back to training.
You know, you sit next to Apollo and Bojan. Did you see their fights?
Annoyingly, just as we got in there, we brought the stream back up and their fight just finished as we kind of finished. I didn't actually get to watch their fight, which is the annoying thing, which is the fight annoyingly I actually wanted to watch. But we'll kind of get it. As I said, I'll catch up with it all tomorrow and stuff. So.
And have you already spoke to your family?
Yeah, spoke to the wife and stuff like that, spoke to the parents, so everyone's kind of happy, and I guess I've come out unscathed.
Thank you.
No worries.
Okay, good evening, guys. I'm gonna take it left to right. So my first question is for Alexander Popek. You have fought all around the world. Is a part of your plan to stick with the promotion and stay at the Oktagon, or what is exactly your plan?
Yeah, for now I'm very happy with Oktagon. And yeah, we will see what the future will bring. But this event today was great, crazy atmosphere, and I think for German MMA it's amazing what happened today. And for now I definitely see myself in Oktagon.
And there's a tournament in February, if I'm not mistaken, in your hometown, Munich. Would you like to fight in there? Oh, I suppose you would like.
Yeah, of course. I think, or I hope, and I think I will be on the card for sure. Yeah.
Okay. I'm not sure how familiar are you with the promotion or fighters, but is there any specific opponent you would like to face next?
Yeah, I mean, today I already called out one guy. Let's see if that happens. I don't know if he's still gonna fight. But it's interesting because he is one of the former stars here in Germany. He has a lot of wins, fought all over the world as well. So it would be an interesting fight against Martin Zavala.
Okay, thank you. Up next, Bojan Veličković. First of all, Apollo came in fighting most of the fight as a southpaw. Was it something that maybe made you, I don't know, change your game plan during the fight?
No, it didn't. I mean, I watched a lot of videos of his last few fights, and he switches his stance a lot. His last boxing fight, he was fighting more in an orthodox stance than southpaw. So, I mean, yeah, he's a very crafty fella. It was very fun to fight him. I enjoyed it. Yeah, so it was very tricky, and for me, like challenges like that, figuring things out as they go, and through the rounds, it was very fun to be part of that play.
Okay, and after the bell rang, did you think you had done enough to win the fight, or are you okay with the decision?
I did think I did enough, but it doesn't matter what I think. It matters what the judges think. So I'm okay. I think I can go back home and sleep just fine. I know that I gave everything, and it wasn't enough at this moment. So I have to go back to gym, work on some things, and try to get better next time. Come better here next time.
Okay, at least you always bring the fire. Are you gonna stick to the new nickname?
Yeah, that was part of the deal with Andre Novotny, that if he announces me as a Prometheus, I have to bring the fire to the Oktagon, because Prometheus is the Greek mythical creature that brought fire to Earth. So yeah, if I did bring the fire, I think the nickname should stick.
You always do. Thank you. Then for Apollo, was it tougher for you coming off the KO loss, or it didn't just change anything during preparation or fight?
I think I knew that
that fight is supposedly a great fight, a tough fight, because Bojan is a great fighter. He training in 7 years ago in American Top Team, and now he training in Elevator in Denver. He's a great gym too. I knew it was a great fight, tough fight,
It's almost the same question, but the move to changing to southpaw, was it to avoid his kicks as much as possible?
Yeah, because in the fight I switch my base, I feel comfortable. Any base like a southpaw, I switch to orthodox, For me, I try to find the best way to get a win. That path I'm gonna.
And then, what's your prediction for upcoming title fight, Cosmo versus Brito? Might be as well a question for Bojan.
Man, I don't have a control of the future, I think this fight is gonna be a war, I think Cosmo. There is chance. I think Kaique, there is chance. It's a great fight. I think so. For this, I know challenge nobody for the title, because that fight is confirmed. I think I needed to mirror another guy. It makes sense.
And the last one, you showed your interest in fighting Matej Kertész.
Yeah, I think that fight makes sense, because Mertes won today. I won 2 today. I think who won that fight get a title fight. I think that fight makes sense now.
And do you think you can make it by the end of the year?
What? Say it again, please.
By the end of the year, if you think it's possible to make that fight, or
yeah,
next year?
I think I'm ready. I think December 30. I really I'd like to get it under that card, because that card in the final year is a great. I think it's a great card.
Okay, thank you. And one question for Hathaway. I want to know if you think it helped you going full distance instead of maybe finishing it in the first round, if it made you more confident in your future fights.
Sorry. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's good to get the time back out in the ring. Obviously, I guess ring rust is not necessarily a thing what I felt like I had, but again, if I did, I definitely got it out because we got the 15 minutes out. Ideally, I would have finished at the end of that second or caught a submission at another point. But the guy was tough, and it was hard to put him away. But yeah, I think it was nice. Regardless, I got the win. It was a nice performance, and kind of I guess I kind of worked out any kinks I had in my game plan or any problems I had in my kind of normal game.
Okay, thank you. And all the attention from the media, which was tremendous. Did it make any more pressure to you coming for such a long layoff?
Not really. Again, it was just nice, I guess, that people took an interest, kind of, I guess, in this kind of a comeback and this build back up. Obviously, 8 years out is a long way, and then 3 surgeries and kind of dozens of medications that I've been through. So it's kind of nice just to get back out on a big show like Oktagon and fighting the festival under such a great organization. Just have a great time, really.
Okay, thank you. That's it.
Are there any more questions? In that case, we'll wrap this part up. So some of the other main card guys are coming up soon, okay? So back in a few minutes with some of the other main card guys. Thank you, everybody.
Die Rückkehr des klaren Champions nach Ostrava, der härtesten Stadt des Landes. David Pink Panther Cosmo mit 5 Titelverteidigungen.
David Cosmo Champion of Skala zu Skala, Cosmo.
Und in der 6. steht er vor der vielleicht kniffligsten Herausforderung überhaupt. Dem Mann, der Borarosz, Bristcheck und Andrei Kalaschnik zum Boden gebracht hat, Kaique Brito. Im Kampf um den vakanten Titel im Federgewicht werden zwei Supertalente gegeneinander antreten. Um den Meisterschaftsgürtel wird die georgische Sensation und der zweitplatzierte Kämpfer Mate Sanikice mit dem drittplatzierten und zielstrebigen lokalen Kämpfer Jakub Tichota kämpfen. Auch die lang erwartete Rückkehr von Gabor Beast Boraros wird nicht fehlen. Und die vollgepackte Karte ergänzen heimische Kämpfer wie der Sieger des Kampfes um Ostrava, Baba Yaga Mikulasek, Jan Shiroki oder Matej Kusnik. Oktagon 37, am 3.12. in Ostrava. Tickets erhältlich bei ticketportal.cz.
Kinsale trying to do what Vermola couldn't finish. Big shot. He's down. He's down. That is your middleweight king. His name is Patrick Kinsale.
Serem na Patrika Kinsela.
Máš na to dokonce ruku. Zajímáš.
Ve finále nejvíc trapnil sám sebe.
Ein spektakulärer Rückkampf, auf den die gesamte Tschechische Republik und die Slowakei seit 4 Jahren gewartet hat, ist endlich da. Rivalen.
Celý ty 4 roky se Carlito do mě různě obouvá.
Champions.
Ještě tady lítá nějaká malá, tlustá 77 s mým pásem.
Mně přijde, že Karel tomu českému MMA jako škodí.
Der Meistergürtel im Halbschwergewicht reicht dem Terminator nicht. Er will auch den im Mittelgewicht.
Pás, co má pučenej to malý hovado, tak bych si ho vzal zpátky domů.
Patrick Inspektor Kinzel und gegen ihn Carlos Terminator Vemola.
84 je jediný pravý šampion zde.
Am 30.12. in der O2 Arena Prag. Karten im Vorverkauf bei Ticketportal CZ und bei Ticketmaster CZ.
Welcome on the post-fight conference after Oktagon 36. We have a great tournament behind us. It was an amazing event. We are super happy with these guys performed this night. It's absolutely gorgeous. We are super happy to be part of the force that is moving the MMA as a sport in Germany. It's growing, and we are the main force for that. We are attracting more and more fans. More media was here today, and it shows that it's more and more attractive. So we are super happy and satisfied with that, and it's a pleasure. In Germany, there are fantastic fans. We saw it today. I think we delivered the great fight card, by many called the best fight card of the year. So also, I think that it confirms what we saw today. And we also saw the comeback of the legend after 8 years in John Hathaway, which he performed a great performance, and at the end, the fantastic win of Christian Eckerlin, which is not here yet, right? But he's on the way. Yeah, he will come. So thank you very much for everyone who participated on this tournament, especially these guys around us and Oktagon team.
Yeah, I still didn't get the results of the fight or performance of the night, so we will say it later. I don't have a signal here, so I have to wait. But also, I would like to thank you to all these unbelievable guys. Congrats to all the winners, and also big respect to ones who didn't get the luck tonight. There was many decision results, and not everybody is happy, but it's always like this, it's MMA. But we are happy that we got some unbelievable fighters under contract with Oktagon. John Hathaway is back after 8 years. Unbelievable how this guy is evolving himself. 8 years without fight, and he still performs like this and do stuff what nobody else does. And yeah, congrats to Stefan Pitz for proposing like nobody else on the world, probably. Bloody proposing. Unbelievable. So let's talk with the media. First question.
All right, Ush? Yes. Okay, my first question is going to be for cold-blooded, Matej Kertész. We just spoke to Apollo, who said he would like to fight you by the end of the year. What's your response?
I think it will work.
Yeah, but fights aren't usually made at the press conference. What do you think? Ondra.
Me or Andre?
Apollo wants to fight Mate?
Yeah, by at the end of the year. Vämola cancel card.
Yeah. You have to have a wish, but let's talk about it later.
Okay.
But it's good to hear. Actually, the fight, it's like, it can be a nice fight, no? Yeah, but we will talk about it.
Okay, it seems like tables have turned. When you fought Bojan, there were speculations because of your strong third round. Today it was way different. You dominated first and the second round, and in the third, Jungwirth came back. When the bell rang, did you think you had done enough to win the fight unanimously?
Yeah, in the Bojan fight, I clearly felt like it was a close one in the first round, and I felt like I won the second and the third round. And here, you know, I felt I won the first round and even get a knockdown in the second round. And I felt like he got the third round, so it was that I don't know, it was like 29-28. I felt the same, and also my corner said the same when the fight was going, like we win this round, and the last one we lost this round.
Okay, I will interrupt you for a second. I will ask the same question to Jungwirth. Do you think you had done enough to win the fight? Do you think you won?
A loss is very, very hard for me. Again, Mate, and he make a good job. But I think I win the first round. The second was him, and the third round was mine, I think.
Okay, might be. Thank you. And one more question for Matej Kertész. How did you feel during the crowd booing the whole time?
Can you repeat this?
The crowd was booing the whole time.
Yes.
How did you feel? Because there was a huge...
Yeah, I was afraid a little bit of that. If I was punching and, you know, punching him and kicking him, like clearly, nobody said anything. And when he, I don't know, kicked me on a block, the whole stadium just blew out. So yeah, I felt the pressure. Even Andre give pressure to me.
Have you experienced it before, or was it for the first time?
Not as big stadium. Only you know a little bit lower. Like.
And did it make you act differently, or you were just okay with it?
No, I think these things are pushing me.
Okay, thank you. Next one is for Jeremy Kimball. Whether you think the stoppage was early or you're okay with it?
No, I'm okay with it. He's a big gorilla and he split me wide open, so there wasn't really coming back from that. I had blood in my eyes. It was fun.
Okay, thanks. How do you feel sitting next to your previous or big rival from the past?
He ain't a rival, man. I love this guy. He's awesome. I'd love sitting next to him.
Stejná otázka pro Miloše Petráška, jaký to je být jako s minulým rivalem takhle vedle sebe. Jste spolu v pohodě, jaký máte?
Jo, úplně v pohodě, jakože jsme sportovci, takže je to úplně jako normální.
Jo, rovnou u tebe zůstanu, když si po tom prvním kole, který, já nevím, si mohl i vyhrát, mohlo to jít asi na obě strany, tak když jsi nastoupil do toho druhého, co myslíš, že se změnilo? Že od té doby už to byl tah na jednu branku víceméně a Puc přebral ten zápas?
To jo, asi byl jsem trošičku zatavený po tom prvním kole a pak jak vlastně rozjel tu stejnou hru, že jsem tam přepadl do úderů a tlačil mě na tu kles, tak měl jsem něco připraveného, že ho budu otáčet, ale šlo to fakt blbě. Pak už pro mě bylo komfortní nechat se natlačit na tu klec, protože jsem cítil, že v tom prvním kole jsem dal nějaký lokty ze strany a cítil jsem, že to funguje, ale je to opravdu výborný zápasník a hele, tak je to určitě super do dalších zápasů, takhle těžkého soupeře. Nebojím se brát takhle těžké výzvy, protože vím, že mi to pomůže do dalších zápasů. Prostě já se tady nehraju na žádný rekord a na to, že přijmu nějaký soupeře, prostě budu přijímat to, co mi Oktagon dá a nebudu se tady vybírat lidi, kteří jsou za Zenitem a to si myslím o Stefanovi, že ještě furt není a byl to pro mě prostě poučný zápas, jako každý zápas a věřím, že mě to posune jak sportovně, tak i v osobním životě.
I will just translate it, sorry. So the question was like, it was tough opponent, how it will move you in your career. And Miller said, yeah, this was like great experience. I feel more stronger now. It was good opponent. I will not pick opponents in the future. I will take anyone who Oktagon will offer me. And I don't think I should fight fighters which are going to retirement. I believe Stefan is still not there in this point. He'll tough opponent, and this was definitely a fight that moves me forward.
Ještě o tebe, Miloši, zůstanu. Vlastně ty jsi končil ten zápas, že měl jsi navrch, tak neříkal jsi vlastně, kež by to mělo třeba ještě další kolo navíc, že bys to otočil?
To jsem si neříkal. Jako upřímně jsem si říkal, že jsem rád, že je konec, i kdyby třeba bylo ještě 10 sekund navíc, pak když tam prošel ten loket a ještě jsem tam skočil, tak jsem viděl, že byl Stefan, jako neříkám, že by ho to ukončilo, ale přišel mi, že trochu byl dezorientovaný, že kdyby třeba bylo 10 sekund navíc, ale kdyby bylo, na to se nehraje.
Poslední otázka vlastně.
Sorry, I will translate it. Okay. So the question was like, if there would be one more round, like hypothetically the fourth round, do you think that you would win? Miller said no. Honestly, I was happy that it's over, but maybe like 10 seconds more. Like I felt that he was kind of disoriented after my elbows, but yeah, it is what it is.
Vlastně ta důležitá věc, proč jsi byl ve Frankfurtu, to zahraničí si vyzkoušet, tak jaký to bylo vlastně nastupovat a ta atmosféra, všechno?
Hele, nevím, od určitý doby, co se mi narodilo vlastně dítě, tak necítím žádný tlak jako na sebe, prostě neříkám, že MMA je pro mě pořád priorita, je to něco, co mi vydělává peníze, ale už nemám takový stres, jako jsem měl dřív, mám větší stres z toho, když malýho, když jsem přijel z kempu, tak jsem ho vez do nemocnice kvůli tomu, že nemohl dejchat, takže z takových věcí jsem vystresovaný a zápas je prostě sport a tak to beru. Moc děkuju.
The question was like, it was your wish to fight abroad of Czechoslovakia. You want to fight somewhere else. Now you fought him in Frankfurt. Like, was it different? You were scared or something about the different crowd? And Miller said, like, no, I'm not. After my kid was born, I'm not afraid of anymore from the sport. I'm more afraid if something happened to my kid, if I have to go with him to hospital or something. But no, fighting is just sport, and I'm super cool with that now.
I have a question for you promoters about Stefan Pitz. Just is he in the hospital or why is he not here?
Yes, Stefan Pitz is in hospital, right? As I know.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, Stefan is probably in hospital. Maybe something with the hand.
Okay, I have questions for Christian Eckerlin. Hi, Christian. You know, in the fight, there was again a kick into the nuts. So, what went through your mind?
And what you see the fight, or you only see the kick in the nuts? It was a good fight, a clear fight. What is this? It's kindergarten, you know. You don't do it for like no reason. Maybe I don't know. What the question is this? It was a great fight, great evening, and that's it. Good opponent, fit opponent, strong opponent, good fight. Fuck the rest.
Can I ask you once more, or you finished?
You can ask, but good question.
Okay. The fight went to the fourth round. So was it harder than for the first time you face him?
Yes, for sure, for sure. He was a lot stronger, good base in wrestling, good striking. He's a good fighter. I respect him. I respect him also in the first fight. But this talking, I don't give a fuck. You know, the people they don't even go to gym or something like this. They don't know what we do in this sport, what we do every day, 2 times training. So I don't give a fuck. He's a good guy. I respect him a lot. He's a family guy. I also family guy. And this is the heart is on the right place. And keep going, my friend.
I'm gonna have one more for Eckerlin. I wanna know if you're familiar with roster or the rest of your division.
Sorry, I don't understand the first what?
If you're familiar with the Oktagon welterweight division rankings, your potential opponents,
I know,
and if there's any favorite you would like to fight potentially the champion, or what are your plans? If you
know,
have any?
this was the first time since 2017 I go over the second round. Yeah, so I think I need 1 or 2 more fights with good opponent. Maybe go over the rounds, maybe main event 5 rounds. So then I'm ready for maybe a title shot, but not now. I'm not the youngest guy. I cannot fight every 3 months. Listen to this. Now and joke on the side, but
yeah, a lot of people around you haven't even experienced championship rounds. So were you satisfied with your conditioning?
No, conditioning is good, but you know, if you fight 4th or 5th round, I have 4 fights. 4 title fights in my career. I know what they're speaking, and if you have a good opponent who kick you, so you have to be careful. Yeah.
And you said you needed a longer break. Would you like to fight in Munich in February?
I fight when there's 2 good guys.
But if it's your preference to fight in Munich,
I fight when I want to fight. Understand?
Okay.
This is. I don't have to fight. Okay. I fight because I like this. I like Oktagon. I like these 2 guys. If they say, "Hey, please help us," I go. No problem.
Okay, that's it. Thank you.
Já na Ondru, neděláme zápasy na tiskovkách, ale tady se to přímo nabízí. Byly vlastně 2 zápasy, které se přímo týkají Carlose Vémoly. Tak jaký je teď vlastně plán? Víme, že půjde s Patrikem a jestli nám naznačíš, jak to bude pokračovat, protože tam máme vlastně Pice, máme tam Hathaway, tak jaký je plán?
Můžu odpovídat anglicky? Jo. Because in respect of for all the other guys, I will answer in English. What is the plan for Vémola, for his fights? If it's Pitts or if it's Hathaway, like Vémola would like to fight for the 3 belts, which would be unbelievable thing. But like you said, we don't do fights on the press conference. But yeah, it's something what definitely we have to think about. We need to talk with Hathaway if he's not injured, things like this. And Carlos got a fight in December, and it's not gonna be easy one. So we will see how we will do it. But it's one of the option, and definitely fight with Stefan Pitts. Stefan said it in an interview after the fight that he's the guy who's on top, and he proved himself that he's the contender number 1. Maybe now with Rafael, we have to do the fight with somebody else, and yeah, we got big plans between two Terminators. So I tell everyone that we have to build it up, and I think we are getting close. We are maybe not there, but we are getting really close.
V souvislosti vlastně s tebou a s Carlosem si teď poslední dobou řešili prostě sliby a tak dále. A Carlos teď poslední době několikrát zmínil, že má slíbeno, když porazí Patrika, že v tom únoru půjde vlastně s vítězem toho zápasu, což je Hathaway. Můžeš potvrdit, že ten slib padnul?
Ty mě you are putting me in not easy conditions for the answer. If I give the promise to Carlos, it should to be between us. So Carlos is always talking, not always, but many times he's talking too much. And he didn't give me the space for promoters things, so I would like to keep it for me and for him.
OK, ještě se zeptám, dneska byl oznámený nový projekt Martin Fenin, což trošku se to spekulovalo se o tom, dneska to bylo potvrzeno. Jak moc rizikově ten projekt vnímáte? Protože víme, že Martin je hodně specifická osoba. A jak moc se vlastně obáváte, jestli to klapne nebo neklapne, nebo jestli tam jsou nějaký jako obavy v tomhle ohledu?
The question was like there was announced a new project with Martin Fenin, and the question was if we are not afraid that if he can make it till the end of this project, because he's kind of specific and he has some past, let's say like this, with some problems. So the answer is no, we are not afraid about this project. Because Martin, he has his issues, let's say, and problems maybe, but he's a sportsman in his heart, and this is what he was missing actually. This is like, we totally met in the point that he was looking for this, and we can offer that. So he is a sportsman, he likes to be under some coach who is telling him what to do, to have a discipline and waking up every morning and have a good food, eating the good food, etc. So no, I think even if it looks like that could be a problem, Martin Fenin is a sportsman, and this is his field. Like once he's doing a sport, he's very, very like loyal and dedicated to his goal. And also, there is one thing that his wife she doesn't believe him that she can make it. And this is his biggest motivation. He wants to prove to his wife that he can make it. So let's see.
And I just want to add that in this project, Martin was several times with us in Frankfurt, and he was already also in MMA Spirit Gym. And Christian remember him from old times, and now they met in his gym. So maybe he can say to us some words about Martin.
Yeah, I know. I know Martin a long time, since, I don't know, when he stopped soccer playing?
2011, I think.
In 2011 he stopped?
Or two, yeah.
And when he played for Eintracht?
From 2008 till 2011 or 2012.
Many years I know him, and he had a lot of beer outside from soccer playing, so we know him very well. But yeah, he's crazy. He wants to fight when he was in like a bar, so maybe it will be fun to watch him, and maybe he'll go through for this. It's a good one for him. And another aspect maybe of his life, I also was a soccer player, but not a drinker, but he needs to handle this.
Děkuji ještě na Ondru. Dneska byla oznámena tak nějak kostra karty Oktagon 38, který se dotkáme na konci roku. Byly plány, nebo je to ještě v plánu, že bychom třeba viděli poprvé triple header, že by tam byly 3 titulové zápasy?
No, there is no plans for 3 title fights in O2 Arena because because we didn't even think about it. We think that 2 title fights in Ostrava and 2 title fights in O2 Arena, and that big fight between 2 guys in top 50 on the world in middleweight is big enough. Actually, we need just this fight to sell it out, but we want to give the opportunity also for the other guys, and we believe that all the rest, the fight from the fighters which will be there, it's going to be a big opportunity for them to gain more people on their side and show the world that they are also really good fighters. So 2 is enough.
I have a question for Danielson. Can I ask you? Just if you can give us an opinion for the fight.
Good morning. Foi uma luta muito dura, muito difícil. Esperava uma luta mais fácil quanto o Hercule, uma luta em pé. E ele me surpreendeu muito, veio muito forte. E eu cansei. Ele conseguiu me superar no cansaço.
So it was a very strong fight. He came very strong. He felt a bit tired towards the end, and he was a bit surprised by that. But yeah, that's it.
Just one more question. You had 2 fights in Oktagon. Would you like to stay in Oktagon?
Você já teve 2 lutas no Oktagon. Você gostaria de continuar no Oktagon?
Sim, gostaria de, se pudesse, voltar esse ano ainda. Mas eu fico no aguardo dos caras aqui. E a hora que eles me botar para brigar, eu tô pronto. E se puder que fosse na categoria meio médio.
So he would like to stay, and he would like to fight this year if possible. But he's open to talk and to fight when they suggest to him. He would like to fight on the 77 kilo category. So that was one thing that for him was important. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. To the promoters, do you have an opponent for Martin Fennin?
We was thinking that we got one, but we are in discussion about it, and we will see.
Yeah, but there is we are very close to crazy big name from the sport, and we believe if this will fit, it will be just crazy. I think, yeah. So we are close to super huge deal, right? But maybe after this event we can close it.
Just one more question for Fennin, and that's it for me. Would you like to send a message with that project because of the Fennin's history? Is there any message that the project that Martin Fennin would be able to fight in the cage?
It's kind of tricky question, but yeah, there's always a message with all of the projects what we do, and one of the messages that the biggest community in German sports is football. Yeah, it's clear and we know it. And Martin was helping us with the contacts in Frankfurt, and we know each other, and he helped us a lot. And we start thinking maybe you can be the guy who will help us go through that bubble from MMA to the football. And he says yeah, it sounds interesting, and we know that in Czech everything what he does. It's somehow interesting, but this kind of project is mostly we are mostly doing it for German market. And once we go to build, and we said to Christian and to some other guys what we are preparing, everybody says wow, it's a brilliant idea, bring it on, and it will have the numbers and it will resonate. So we believe that this kind of projects can bring more attention to MMA through this kind of footballers.
And the interesting fact was that everyone that we spoke with, he said the possible opponent, this name that we are talking with, this guy. So maybe I'm curious after this announcing, also another people will come up with this name. So let's see.
And one more question for Hathaway. There was announced that tournament in Munich. Will you be ready by then? Will you be ready to fight in February for the title for 5 rounds?
Ich bin schon bereit für nächsten Titelkampf. Oder was ich sagen, ne?
Hast du gesagt? He's ready to fight in Munich and he's ready to take the belt in Munich. Doesn't matter, is it Vemola, our other?
Okay,
yes.
Good luck.
Vemola.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Ich fick den. Der soll kommen.
He say he fuck Vemola.
Ich fuck Vemola.
Okay.
Ich fuck den. Der soll kommen. Ich fick den.
He say he can come and he will fuck him.
Hey, Leute.
Big words, thank you.
Der Boss, der Boss. Guck mal, wenn der heute kommt, ne? Ich kann auch heute jetzt gegen Vermola kämpfen. Vermola, wie hat er? Ich kann gegen den kämpfen, kein Problem. Ich fick den erste Runde. Direkt erste Runde, ich fick den.
He say he can
Ich ficke den.
also fight tonight, and he will beat him in the first round. He's the champ in light heavyweight, and he will fuck him, no problem. He can fight tonight.
Okay, thanks. That's it.
Aber wie viel Kilo ist der? 93 Kilo?
Ja, 93.
Der deutsche Schwergewicht kommt, sag ich dir. Ich sag den Best Champ in Oktagon.
What does he saying?
He say how much kilo he has. He come up in heavyweight and he will show what is heavyweight.
Okay. Okay, so we got it, or anybody else? No, yeah, performance of the night. Sorry, I have to try if... Okay, so I think that it's gonna be for the very first time that the jury said that... Hatef, everybody likes you.
He say take Vermola now.
Yeah.
He wants it. Vermola come now.
Yeah, yeah.
He's now angry.
Yeah.
Hey, now he's really angry.
Guck mal, ich kann heute jetzt, ne? Wenn der jetzt kommt, ich fick den. Der soll jetzt kommen, ich fick den. Egal, nächster Kampf, der soll Vermola, ja? Wie hat er?
Vermola.
Ich kann nicht wieder die Hurensohn, ich fick den.
He say
Oder?
he can come
Oder
now
ich sag dem Welt Champion.
and he will show everything. He's little angry.
Guck mal, bitte nicht jeden Tag, jeden Tag zweimal am Tag. Mit welchen Trainer? Guck mal, wir haben gute Trainer. Babak, der kommt von Amerika, der kommt UFC-Fighter.
Ja, alle.
Ich schau an, alle.
Alle,
Woher reicht mich?
Okay. Now it starts to be interesting. Maybe we can do the fights on a press conference. So performance of the night. You got enough, my man. Performance of the night for the very first time is gonna be split.
Hatef, oder?
If I want to go home, I will give Hatef something from my money, but it's gonna be split between Christian Jungwirth and Mate Kertes. Congratulations. It was definitely fight of the night. Thank you very much. Thank you for all the fighters, for all media, for our fans. Unbelievable night. Herzlich, or how I can say it?
Herzlichen Dank.
Herzlichen Dank, Frankfurt. See you next time.
Die Rückkehr des klaren Champions nach Ostrava, der härtesten Stadt des Landes. David Pink Panther Cosmo mit 5 Titelverteidigungen. Und in der 6. steht er vor der vielleicht kniffligsten Herausforderung überhaupt. Den Mann, der Borarosch, Bristcheck und Andrei Kalaschnik zu Boden gebracht hat, Brito. Im Kampf um den vakanten Titel im Federgewicht werden 2 Supertalente gegeneinander antreten. Um den Meisterschaftsgürtel wird die georgische Sensation und der zweitplatzierte Kämpfer Mate Sanikice mit dem drittplatzierten und zielstrebigen lokalen Kämpfer Jakub Tichota kämpfen. Auch die lang erwartete Rückkehr von Gabor Beast Boraros wird nicht fehlen. Und die vollgepackte Karte ergänzen heimische Kämpfer wie der Sieger des Kampfes um Ostrava, Baba Yaga Mikulasek, Jan Shiroki oder Matej Kusnik. Oktagon 37, am 3.12. in Ostrava. Tickets erhältlich bei ticketportal.cz.
Kinsale trying to do what Vermola couldn't finish. Big shot. He's down. He's down. That is your middleweight king. His name is Patrick Kinsale.
Ve finále nejvíc strapnil sám sebe.
Ein spektakulärer Rückkampf, auf den die gesamte Tschechische Republik und die Slowakei seit 4 Jahren gewartet hat, ist endlich da. Rivalen.
Celý ty 4 roky se Carlito do mě různě obouvá.
Champions.
Ještě tady lítá nějaká malá, tlustá 77 s mým pásem.
Mně přijde, že Karel tomu českému MMA jako škodí.
Der Meistergürtel im Halbschwergewicht reicht dem Terminator nicht. Er will auch den im Mittelgewicht.
Pás, co má pučenej to malý hovado, abych si ho vzal zpátky domů.
Patrick Inspektor Kinzel und gegen ihn Carlos Terminator Vemola.
84 je jediný pravý šampion zde.
Am 30.12. in der O2 Arena Prag. Karten im Vorverkauf bei Ticketportal CZ und bei Ticketmaster CZ.